the last stint, we stopped and fill up the tank, and everything was clear. We was in front, I think 2 laps or whatever, because we have enough fill.
Yeah.
And so we go, and I think maybe a single car have a little bit trouble and stay sometimes, but we was easy in front. And Holbert, we say Holbert was the best one from the 3. Go the last in the car and brings the car home. And you go out of the pit, and the doors have two positions, like a straight car.
Yes.
The first position, and the door looks not nice.
Yeah.
The second position is really closed.
Yeah.
But both positions are safe. But you see, I see a little bit gap. When I go to 300, I see the door goes a little bit up, and I can look outside to the stairs or something like that. So he knows the door is not completely closed.
Yeah.
And then he don't speak with me, or the radio was a shit this time. And then he try what you do in the straight car. You make open the door and lock in when you drive, it's easy. And he go to the belt, we have a small belt for the driver.
Yep.
And he go to the belt and make like that. And 100 of a second later, the door was gone. Because you have from the silhouette of the shape, you have minus on the door. And by 300, there was a lot of pressure. Minus.
He did it at 300K?
Yeah, and the straightaway there was the easiest place to make that.
Yeah.
Because you have no corner and no traffic, and so you go straight on. You have time to go with the hand to the door, and then you make that. No doors anymore. And the bad thing that...
Why wouldn't he do it at the end of Mulsanne? No, whatever. So we didn't.
Yeah, the door has 3 points to fix it, like a straight car.
Yeah.
2 in front and 1 in the back with the opener.
Yep.
And okay, the door was gone and both points was damaged. So it was not easy to come back and say, bring a new door. And after 2 minutes we go out because we changed 2 screws. The door's not working well in the silhouette, and the points was bad. And then so we never can close it in the back because something was bent.
Yeah.
So we put a new door with tire wraps and blah 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 and some tape, and close the door with tape, because the problem was that that's the front wheel arch from the wheel, and then in the Group C, a long time he goes down, and then here was a water cooler, and that was a part of the door. The door coming down here.
That's right.
And that's the door go like that.
Yep.
At the top, as the roof, and so the inlet from the water cooler was a part of the door. If the door was open, the water cooling doesn't work. And so we make that with tape, and then the official guy from Le Mans is coming and say, that's not allowed.
What, you have to have a door?
You have the door with tape, because if, for example, the driver crashes the car to the wall with the driver's side, and you will jump out on the co-driver's side and the car burned, you cannot open the door, because if you have the tape from the outside, it's impossible to open the door. Yes, it was clear, but it was a disaster. So we bring him in now, we take the tape off, and then we make a hole here with a drill machine, and we have a belt round and something like that, and so that the driver can from the inside open the belt, or we give him a knife or whatever. But when you have a belt like that, you have no power in this direction, you know. If you have when you make a cut here, then it's one material is here and one material is here, and you make 2 holes, and then the belt is like that. The door is not fixed. The door goes when you have the high speed done, and a lot of minus power is here. The door come up and go maybe in this position, and then the complete air from here it's destroyed and has a lot of trouble. So because the door make like that, and the belt cannot hold it. You fix it so hard as you can, but it go open like that, and you have no ways. And we bring them in, and we take a wood here, something to produce a little bit power in this direction.
Yeah.
But after 5 laps, the temperature climb up again, and so it's really shit. And then we bring him in and give him some water, because the temperature was by 115 or something, so he lose a little bit water. And then we give him some water and send him out, and so, and that was the last 20 minutes was a disaster. We was 3 times in the pit, and give him water and send him out for 2 laps and so on. So everybody was damp, and then the end of the race, then the last lap was, you see the white flag, and we know it's the last lap, so we say, oh, maybe it's okay, the water temperature was by 125. We say, but the last 13 kilometers will be okay. And then you see, when you stay in the pit line, you see the last right-hand corner, the car is coming, and I see the car, it's coming, but a big white dust was behind. White dust means always water, and so the engine is exploded, all the water shoot out, and he press the clutch and he go over the start-finish line without engine. And he come to me, I stay on the top of the wall and wait for him. I was 30-40 meters behind the start-finish line, and I stay on the wall, and he go to the wall without engine, and I see, like today, I see him in the car, and he say, so the engine was completely broken. It was overheating, also water was gone, the water pipe was exploded, and so the last 300 meters go without engine and try to bring the car over the start-finish line.
Yeah.
That was a win. It was the closest win what I do in my life, because the engine was, before start-finish line was broken, and it was only lucky. If it's 500 meters before, it's over.
So, do the French guys have a rule that the car has to come across the finish line?
Yeah, the car was across the finish line, but
under its
the
own
engine is not running, and it was not a help from another one. That's forbidden.
Okay.
But if you come back alone, nobody say the engine must running when you go over the start-finish line.
Okay. I thought maybe the French guys.
And we have enough fuel for the control of fuel. You must have at the end of the race, I think, 1.5 liter left to see it's aircraft fuel or something like that. We have that all was okay, and we win. But
how far was Ix and Bell and those guys?
I think it was half a lap or 2 kilometers or something like that. Normally we make always a procedure, the year before we make the procedure to the front car go slower, and we bring the car together and we go over the start-finish line like that.
Yeah.
But not this year. Leck mich im Arsch. It's a German word.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was great, and everybody, Al and Haywood and Chopin, I was so happy, and I was also happy, because we was a loser team.
A loser team wins the race.
Yeah, but because normally Porsche make that, you have 3 cars in the race, and you do a favor for the American guys with Al Holbert and Haywood, and you make something for the Australian guys with Val Chopin or something like that. So it was international gift a little bit.
Yeah.
But nobody think before the race that this car could be win or something.